Set in present-day Naples, the novel follows a female detective haunted by her family's past. Please welcome author Elizabeth Heider. Thank you so much for coming in,
Great to
Elizabeth.
see you,
So good to see you.
Delighted to be here.
Congratulations.
Thank you very
much.
On
So
this,
exciting.
just knocked it out of the park. First book here.
Thank you.
We're really excited about this. So, Liz, what do you think that secret ingredient is? Because, I mean, we've had a lot of authors on this show. Not many come out with their first book with Penguin Publishing around the world. What's the secret sauce here?
You know, it's interesting. I've talked to a lot of people about this, and they say that there are about 3 things that really strike them. The first is, of course, that it's based in Naples, Italy. I am desperately in love with Naples, Italy.
You lived there.
I did. I lived there for about 3 years. I was stationed with the U.S. Navy. I was a civilian analyst there, and I just fell in love with the city. It's fabulous.
It is wonderful.
And so I really wanted to capture some of that that area. It's wonderful. And also, the second thing, of course, is the characters. The characters, Nikki Serafino and Valerio Alfieri, are actually inspired by 2 people that I know in real life.
Yes.
And so, and that sort of loaned some authenticity to the characters themselves, and also allowed me to have some reach into local Neapolitan culture as well, because I was able to use these fabulous people to help me sort of make sure that these were as authentic as possible.
Yeah.
And then the third thing is, of course, the authenticity. So I actually did spend a lot of time, as I said, in Naples, Italy, but it sort of exists at the intersection between the U.S. Navy's presence in Italy and the Neapolitan culture. And of course, I had some experience with that.
Interesting.
Very cool.
Okay, so kind of take us through the journey of the lead character, Nikki. Tell us about the journey and kind of give us the scenario that set us up for the story.
Okay, so Nikki and Valerio co-own a boat. They're not romantically involved, but they co-own a boat together. And at the beginning of the novel, we actually see them out on the boat in the Bay of Naples, and it's gorgeous. And in the process of this absolutely fabulous scene, you know, with Vesuvius in the background and the city in the background, they run into a body in the water. And so it turns out there's a connection with the U.S. Navy base, and because Nikki actually works as a liaison officer between local law enforcement and the U.S. Navy, she's able to help the investigation.
It's incredible. It's really an awesome read. And Liz, you're such a good writer. You take us right there. We feel like we're living this adventure with these characters. Now, I know you can't tell us everything, but obviously, you know, you've set us up for a whole series of these books to continue to follow these adventures. But again, right out of the gates, you're talking about a television series here with a major studio.
Wildly fortunate about this, yeah. So, as you mentioned, it's Penguin Publishing, and they have they bought not just the first book, but the second book in the series, which is the first draft is nearly finished, which is great, and that'll come out next year. But of course, there is a 7-book series that I sort of have planned and sort of loosely mapped out, and some character journeys. And then, as you mentioned, there was a lot of interest from some producers, and so I did actually sign a contract. I can't talk too much about it, but we're looking at it being a TV series.
Safe to say that we're going to see this on screen soon,
Yes.
and this is going to be awesome.
Yeah,
so we're thrilled for you.